Today we're talking about the ever-popular Persona 5 protagonist, a high schooler accused of assaulting some bald guy while trying to defend a lady, landing him in trouble. Tragic, I know.
That's so messed up, man. You weren't the one that hurt her, but you took the fall. I can't.
Some call him Akira, but today I'll be going with his anime name, Ren Amamiya. With that, here are my reasons why Ren Amamiya is Inmate Material. Some spoiler warnings for Persona 5 Royal. He can normally be seen wearing the standard school uniform, composed of school parent pants, white turtleneck, and black blazer. Outside school, he usually likes to wear blue jeans and a shirt and jacket combination. Adding to this, he's always carrying a shoulder bag. While useful for books, it's mostly carrying Morgana, just so he can tell us to not go out and go to sleep for the 100th time. Another thing that sets Ren apart from the other protagonists is his fake glasses and that yee-ass haircut. Akira. As a wild card, he has the ability to carry multiple personas, making him the best choice to be the leader of the Phantom Thieves. With each new case, the stakes are high for the Phantom Thieves, where failure would mean Ren going to jail. Although it's not like he's already in one. Usually the Velvet Room is a form of transportation, such as an elevator or a limousine. But for Ren, he draws a short stick and wakes up wearing prison clothes in a jail cell, having to deal with a tough pair that is Caroline and Justine.
Back off, inmate!
He does manage to get on their good side eventually. While inside Mementos, his appearance changes drastically, with his clothes transforming into a black outfit complete with a trench coat, bright red gloves, and a black and white mask. As for the pants, they don't seem to impress Ryuji.
But dude, what's with the pants? You look like you got kicked out of a magic act.
Like the other protagonists, nothing really seems to faze the guy, like during their first encounter with the monster cat.
Not a cat! I am Morgana!
While Ryuji was losing his head, Ren was checking out the fur.
It's soft. I think it's alive.
As we've all seen in the intro sequence, Ren's a bit of a show-off. Normally he's very quiet, but in the metaverse, Ren's defiant and rebellious personality truly comes out. Just look at how he zips across the map, in style. Looking cool, Joker. In combat, he wields a knife as well as a model handgun. Useful during those times when On's tactics don't work.
He's a girl too! I didn't need to use sex appeal!
As a leader, I would say he does a good job sneaking through the palaces and battling through various bosses. However, sometimes he can get a little carried away, such as during the school festival.
Show me your true form.
Get it together, dude.
By the way, as an ex-convict, you'll notice he's developed a keen sense for danger against his wallet.
It's a way to make your fate run even luckier. It's a holy stone. And so, for the small price of... hello?
Some of my favorite moments of Ren is when he met the Maid for the first time, or in Ryuji's words,
Time for the operation. Time to Maid watch!
Maid watch.
So in this case, the guys are borrowing a vacant apartment to meet their maid. But at the last minute, Ryuji and Mishima noped out of the situation, leaving Amamiya to fend for himself, revealing something we all didn't know.
Well, I'm a dad.
I have to admit that Ren is quite tough. The amount of punishment this guy had to endure was beyond the scope of a high schooler, such as getting kicked on and having to recall over 100 hours of gameplay during the interrogation. So when he received the volleyball to the face, he barely flinched. Oh, I almost forgot about having to endure all of Takemi's clinical trials. A lesser man would not be alive right now. As a true inmate, you've gotta learn to fend for yourself, both in the palace and in everyday life. Now that we've seen what he can do in the palace, during social studies class, Mr. Ushimaru will often chuck an eraser or a piece of chalk at Ren's head. If you've built your proficiency high enough, he'll dodge it every time, Matrix style.
Pay attention to me!
As revenge for the Maid incident, Ren sold out Mishima to Oya.
Mamiya, I'm gonna get you for this.
Mishima?
What did you do to me? That Oya lady's nothing but a roaring drunkard. How do you know her? Where did you even meet a lush like this?
Like any protagonist, Ren can be a bit of a savage. As a transfer student on probation, it's very hard enough to make friends, but that doesn't stop Ren from acting cold to Ryuji.
I'm Ryuji Sakamoto, but you could just call me Ryuji.
Thanks. I'll stick with Sakamoto.
Oh, that's cold.
Don't worry, I didn't worry about Yusuke. Ren somehow has the patience to sit through his thirst for artistic motivation, leading for others to question their sanity.
I'll paint until I drop, until my fingers bleed. Put that arm back where it was. Bend your back and lift that leg. Perfect.
A savage moment that happened between the two was when Yusuke indirectly asked Ren to pay for the lobsters he nabbed.
Do you have enough money for the train ride home?
When it comes to the girls, Ren's a real gentleman. First of all, the guy has like 9 confidants that he can romance, 10 if you count Sai. Just to quickly go over each of them, in the team, with An, he was willing to sit through all of her stories about the pressures of looking like a foreigner and working as a part-time model. With Bako, he essentially brought her out on a date and pretended to be her boyfriend in order to rescue Eiko. With Futaba, he acted like a big brother or stepbrother if that's your thing, rescuing her from the crowd. And with Haru, he gave her more screen time and helped her appreciate the family business. As for the rest of the young ladies, with Hifumi, he rescued her from the fixed matches, and with Kasumi, he sorta changed her world, literally. Now moving to the adults, with Takemi, he participated in the clinical trials to rescue a patient. With Kawakami, he helped her quit the maid job and get out of a debt situation. With Shihaya, he actually helped her stop scamming people and quit an abusive cult. With Ichiko, he helped her to solve an old case and find her missing partner. Lastly, with Sai, he was able to change her perspective on what true justice is. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about Lavenza. By answering her call at the start of the game, he was able to save her and himself from a tough situation. In the past Persona animes, they're quite ambiguous with their relationships and don't show much physical interaction. But with Joker, he straight up made a Valentine's OVA for the guy, showcasing a romantic situation with every single girl. However, if you haven't been playing Persona 5 Loyal, then you're probably familiar with this outcome.
Take it. Take my chocolate, please. Before I crush it.
You'll pay for this.
You're terrible, senpai.
The only protagonist so far to get beaten up by his love interest. Hey, at least he got to date Sai Nijima in the end. Lastly, when it comes to dancing, for some reason Joker keeps the school pants and blazer as part of his outfit, but adds his own red flair, like the gloves, shoes, and this thing. In terms of dancing style, Joker has that urban flair with amazing footwork. Wait, is he dancing in traffic? At least you know his dancing is good enough to impress a girl like Kasumi.
Very impressive, senpai.
So what do you think about Ren Amamiya? Would you want to be just like him? Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment on your favorite part of Ren Amamiya or favorite glasses wearing inmate.